Anya and Damian's time adventures. The portal unfurls like a curtain of golden silk, rippling in the morning breeze. Anya and Damian step forward, their shoes crunching against gravel, and find themselves in France, 1783. The dawn of the hot air balloon. The air smells of wood smoke and lilacs. A wide meadow outside Paris teems with villagers, nobles in powdered wigs and laughing children. All eyes turn to a vast creation trembling in the wind. A balloon of sapphire silk painted with suns and stars, its basket waiting, tethered by thick ropes. Near it, a young inventor paces nervously. Ink stains mark his hands, brilliance shines in his eyes, yet fear grips him. Though he built the balloon, he cannot climb aboard.
All answers float, if you learn how to dream awake.
The mission is clear. Anya and Damian must help him rise above fear, so history may rise with him. The sun climbs, turning silk into a glowing jewel. Anya touches its warm fabric while Damian inspects the firebox, where flames hiss and curl like a dragon's breath. The balloon pulls at its ropes, eager to soar, so the children act. First, they lead him through the meadow, showing villagers waving ribbons and children holding toy birds. His dream, they remind him silently, belongs to everyone. The balloon is no longer his alone. It is the hope of many. Next, they guide him into a barn where ladders stretch toward high rafters. Dust floats like stars as Anya climbs ahead, Damian steadies below, and the inventor follows.
All answers float, if you learn how to dream awake.
With a whoosh, the fire roars, ropes snap free, and the basket trembles as the balloon lifts. The meadow shrinks below. The inventor grips the edge, pale at first, then wide-eyed with wonder. Paris spreads beneath him. Rooftops like quilts, rivers glimmering silver, fields rolling to the horizon. Above, the sky stretches infinite and blue, a canvas for every dream.
All answers float, if you learn how to dream awake.
The portal shimmers. Anya and Damian step into its golden glow, carrying with them a truth as light as air and as steady as flame. Every dream can lift if you dare to step inside the basket. The portal shimmered with golden swirls, and when Anya and Damian stepped through, they found themselves in the heart of ancient Mesoamerica during the age of the Aztecs. They had arrived in a bustling market. Merchants traded cacao beans as precious currency. Women ground seeds on stone, and dancers leapt in feathered headdresses as drums pounded. Everything pulsed with rhythm and mystery. Yet something was amiss. The sacred drink called zocolatl, a blend of cacao, water, and spice, had been forgotten. The recipe that bound people together was lost, leaving restlessness in its absence.
Every secret hides a paw print, if you dare to follow.
The children followed Momo into a courtyard where murals painted on stone told stories of cacao as a divine gift. Damian spotted a carving near the mural's base, spirals and paw prints echoing Momo's stride. The cub bounded ahead, leading them into a workshop. Tools waited, stones, bowls, clay cups, but no one knew the order. No one remembered the balance. Anya and Damian stepped forward. They roasted beans until shells cracked, ground them into a paste, then mixed with water. The result was dark, bitter, and sharp. Faces in the crowd fell. Momo nudged a bowl of honey with his paw. Damian added it, then stirred in chili peppers offered by a vendor. He sipped. His eyes shone, lips curling into a smile of recognition. The people gasped. The lost recipe was reborn.
Every secret hides a paw print, if you dare to follow.
As the sun dipped behind the pyramids, the city glowed in hues of crimson and gold. The market overflowed with gratitude. The portal opened, shimmering with light. The children stepped through, still holding the warmth of chocolate in their hands and the lesson in their hearts. Even the smallest secret can shape the joy of generations.
Every secret hides a paw print, if you dare to follow.
And with that, Anya and Damian vanished, leaving the Aztec city alive again with the taste of chocolate and the heartbeat of tradition. The portal opens in a swirl of golden light. Anya and Damian step onto the cobblestones of Florence during the Renaissance. The city hums with creation. Apprentices grind pigments, sculptors carve marble, and merchants shout across the markets. The air itself seems to glow with ideas. But something is wrong. The colors feel dim, the music quieter. Whispers float. A sketch by Leonardo da Vinci has been lost. An image so powerful it could inspire generations. Without it, Florence's spirit weakens.
Brilliance requires blueprints.
It is Leo, Leonardo's companion. He guides the children to Leonardo's studio, where sketches of flying machines and bridges line the walls. Yet one space remains empty. The missing drawing once hung there. The trail begins. The footprints of a thief lead into Florence's heart. Anya and Damian follow, guided by Leo. They cross market squares bursting with colors of cloth and scents of roasted chestnuts. They pass cathedrals glowing with stained glass, light scattering like jewels. On the bridges over the Arno, gondoliers sing, though their melodies sound subdued. Each corner of Florence feels less alive without the sketch. Their first challenge comes in the Library of Secrets, where towering shelves twist into mazes. Platforms shift with each step. Damian steadies Anya as the floor tilts, while she notices guiding patterns carved into the walls. Together, they move safely through, proving trust is stronger than confusion. Next is the Garden of Reflections, where mirrors show not their faces but their fears. Damian sees failure. Anya sees loneliness. Shadows press heavy, but they recall their past adventures. Their laughter shatters the illusions like glass, leaving only sunlight and wildflowers. Finally, Leo leads them beneath the city into the Workshop of Shadows. Torches flicker across ancient stone. In the center rests the missing sketch, tied with crimson ribbon. But as they approach, darkness gathers into a figure, born from Florence's doubt. The shadow tempts them. Leave the drawing, avoid the risk of failure, and rest in safety. But the children stand firm. They think of Leonardo's restless sketches, of artists waiting for inspiration, of courage found in mistakes.
Brilliance requires blueprints.
With renewed strength, Damian steps forward, seizing the sketch. The shadow dissolves into dust. Back in Leonardo's studio, golden sunset paints Florence in fire and rose. The children place the sketch upon the wall. The paper reveals a vision of flight, a machine with wings stretched wide, dreaming of the skies. Apprentices gasp in awe, and Leonardo's young eyes brighten with sparks of possibility. The city revives. Marketplaces bustle, music returns to the riverbanks, and light pours once more over the cathedrals. Florence feels alive again, its heartbeat restored.
Brilliance requires blueprints.
The portal begins to shimmer. Anya and Damian step toward it, but not before glancing back at a Florence renewed. A city alive with imagination, rebirth, and daring dreams. As the portal closes, the children carry home a lesson that echoes louder than any invention. True creation comes not from avoiding mistakes, but from daring to try again and again. The portal shimmered like a curtain of rippling wind. When Anya and Damian stepped through, their shoes sank into soft sand. Before them stretched endless dunes near the Atlantic coast. The year was 1903, Kitty Hawk, North Carolina. The salty breeze carried the cry of gulls. On the dunes, two determined men worked over a fragile machine. Wooden wings covered with fabric, a frame waiting to leap like a great bird. These were the Wright brothers, Orville and Wilbur, preparing for something no one had done before, to fly in a machine they built. But frustration clung to the air. The wings trembled with each gust, the structure creaked, and failure still lingered. The brothers' eyes showed both hope and exhaustion. Anya and Damian sensed the weight of history. This was no ordinary day. The portal had brought them here because the dream of flight needed more than mechanics. It needed patience, courage, and the will to try again. The machine was placed on rails. Orville lay belly down to pilot while Wilbur steadied the wings. The engine coughed, then roared. The flyer surged forward, sand scattering, but quickly dipped back to the ground. Another failure.
Wisdom isn't what you know, it's how you flap through it.
Together, they adjusted the balance, strengthened the rails, and waited for the right wind. At last, the air grew perfect. Orville climbed back in. Wilbur steadied the wings, and the flyer trembled with new courage. It rushed forward, faster, louder, until, for a brief, miraculous moment, It lifted. The flyer soared above the sand, small yet infinite. Humanity had taken flight. The sun dipped low, painting the dunes gold. The flyer rested proudly, no longer just a fragile frame, but the first airplane.
Wisdom isn't what you know, it's how you flap through it.
Hand in hand, Anya and Damian gazed at the flyer against the glowing sky. They felt it deep inside. They too could soar as long as they carried patience in their hearts. The portal shimmered open once more. With a final glance at the first airplane and the men who changed the world, they stepped through, ready for their next adventure. The portal shimmers, folding like living circuitry. Anya and Damian step through and arrive in 2200, in a city of glass towers, floating platforms, and streets alive with neon streams. The air hums with drones and self-driving vehicles, projecting holograms of games and advertisements. Above, magnetic pods streak along sky rails like shooting stars. Below, children dash across plazas, some laughing, some puzzling over three-dimensional games. Yet something is wrong. Robots wheel past without noticing the chaos of fallen drones and flickering displays. People interact only with screens, oblivious to the world unraveling around them.
Data received. Confusion loading.
He points at a flickering holographic display projecting twisted shapes. Anya and Damian realize their mission: restore balance to a world where humanity has lost touch with itself, using empathy, ingenuity, and courage. The children sprint across the plaza, dodging malfunctioning carts and floating platforms. Damian observes patterns in the malfunctioning machines, seeing the chaos as a code problem, while Anya draws humans' attention to each other rather than screens.
Data received. Confusion loading.
They reach a giant interactive light dome, the centerpiece of the fair, now projecting distorted reflections of people's faces. Children hesitate, noticing the misaligned, flickering images. Anya and Damian guide them, showing how robots respond to genuine human movement. Damian sets up playful challenges. Children step on sensors in sync to light patterns across the plaza. Their timing and coordination become crucial.
Data received. Confusion loading.
Through trial and error, the children learn to anticipate each other's movements. Laughter spreads across the plaza. Pixello starts mirroring gestures, his digital eyes brightening when teamwork succeeds. The air hums differently. Drones hover purposefully, floating displays align with the children's motions, and the fair, once sterile, becomes vibrant with human energy. Even holograms start forming coherent images again, as if the city itself learns from the children's joy. As the sun sets, the fair glows softly with golden light. Children chat, compare discoveries, and smile without devices.
Data received. Confusion loading.
The young inventor coordinates with the children to restore the central light dome. With a synchronized motion, sensors light up simultaneously. The dome projects a spectacular aurora of colors into the night, reflecting cooperation, creativity, and joy. The portal shimmers, calling the children home. As they step through, they glance back at the revitalized fair, a symbol of a future where technology and human heart dance together. Neon trails fade into starlight, leaving a city reborn, guided by those who remember to dream awake. Looks like it's time to go, but you get to help choose our next adventure. Subscribe for more magical adventures, and tell us in the comments, where should Anya and Damian go next?